and welcome to another episode of Real Chill Conversations with your girl Brenda B. And we've got Dominique in the building, of course. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everybody is doing good today on this nice Sunday. I had to get up, baby, and go to the gym.
You got up and you got that workout on, huh?
Look, you have motivated me now because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I've been eating way too much bread. So yeah, I gotta get back in. I have to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which falls right in line with the topic that we're going to talk about tonight. Not going to hold y'all long and talk your ears off, but just, throw some points out there and have a little conversation back and forth about it. So basically, what we're talking about is gaining weight. And this actually stemmed from a question or a post that you had made in the Real Chill Conversations face group about Ozempic. And we all know that Ozempic is the craze. It was a celebrity thing, but now regular people can get access to it and get their little shots and lose their little weight. Some of them do it as they're supposed to, and also, modify their diet, work out, drink lots of water. But other people just take the shots and then they wind up with this really odd looking, skinny shape that just doesn't seem to look like they're healthy. So I took that and I
Really,
thought,
because I really wanted to try it. And then there's this lady at my job that I overheard her talking, and she said that she used Ozempic to lose weight. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, like I want to try that.
yeah,
Um, I know before there was a really good um diet pill that was Garcinia
yes,
Cambogia, and I
yes,
used that for a few months. I don't get hooked on anything. So
right.
once I take it for 3 to 6 months and then I'm done.
And then you're done. Yeah.
So whatever I lost, that's great.
And I found out I was having a chat with a friend of mine and I had commented on, she had posted some pictures, on Instagram. I was like, oh, I'm like, you look so good. You look great. And I was like, you look like you lost weight. And she's like, I did, girl. And I was like, really? She's like, yes. And she's like, I cheated. And I was like, what do you mean you cheated? And she was like, I used Ozempic. And I was like, oh, I was like, well, I mean, it looks great. But she told me she lost 40 pounds in a year.
Oh wow.
And to me, I guess because of the size that I am and the weight that I am, if I was to lose 40 pounds, y'all would, have me in the ICU, in a hot,
Yeah, you don't lose no more weight. You
in a
don't
hot
lose any more
minute.
weight. Your thing is just keeping it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can like I thought about Ozempic, but I was like, I don't know, like um it looks like it can like bring down a lot of weight, and they said it was good for like if you had like diabetes or something
Hmm.
like that. I
Yes.
don't quote me, y'all, but
No, I'll
I'm
quote
just
I'll quote you. I'll quote you. It originally was a medication prescribed for people with diabetes. And as part of your diabetes regimen, you are encouraged to lose weight to help bring down your blood sugars because when your blood sugars get too high and your body doesn't produce enough insulin, then that can cause other issues with your heart, high blood pressure, you get diabetic neuropathy, which is, when people start losing sensation and feeling and stuff with their feet, and they have to start getting toes and stuff amputated. So, a lot of it does have to do with weight, and doctors want you to be at a healthy weight so that your blood sugar isn't going high because when it goes too high, that's what causes the damage, to your body, especially to your heart and also to your eyes. So that's originally what it was intended for, but we know there's plenty of medications that are on the market that started off as being used as one thing, and then they found out that it was helpful in something else. So when I was listening to my friend tell me about, her story and like her decision, to lose the weight, she just said that, that, over the years, she's just noticed that, they go out to eat a lot. She doesn't work out as much as she used to. She eats more at home. She does eat a lot of carb-rich foods, a lot of breads and stuff like that. They take a lot of trips, they take a lot of vacations. And when you go on those things, you're eating good. They're giving you good food and you want to get your money's worth, so you want to eat it. And she's like, the next thing I knew, I stepped on the scale and that thing almost said 200 pounds, baby. I was like, oh no. And I was like, well, you're tall. So there's no way in the world that I would have looked at you and said that you were close to 200 pounds. So, for her, losing 40 pounds is not anything that's going to be, that drastic and dramatic. She just looks good and she looks like she's in
Yeah,
shape.
that's all I need is just 40 pounds.
Yep. Yep. And she works out so she maintains her muscle, because she said one thing that it does do, it does cause you to lose muscle tone, which can make you more flabby. So you can be thin, but you can be real flabby, that's not a
Well, if
sexy
you
look
don't
to
go
me.
to the gym, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want to make sure that you do go to the gym. Like I said, I lost weight, but I didn't have, well, my arms always been like kind of big on the big side. But my stomach and everything, it just was going down and I didn't have anything flapping around. So I
Right.
did go to the gym and make sure that, my stomach was good. Like,
Yeah, you were super
um,
tiny. You were super tiny at point. I
if I
mean, I
got
was
any
like,
tinier, people would have
I
been like, do you have bulimia or something?
right, right. Because I was like, you are so small. And you were like, girl, I've been on this diet and I've been going to the gym. And I was
And I
like,
went to
well,
the mountain. I was going to the
yep,
mountain
you
every
going to the
Sunday.
mountain. That's right. I remember you were doing all of that. So we went from, the post about Ozempic to kind of thinking about it. And then I was like, what about, when you're in a relationship and, you've been with someone for a while? I'm not talking about a year or two. I'm talking about, let's move it into 10 years plus. All right, let's extend it out to 10 years plus. You've been with the
Ooh.
same person. All right, 10 years plus. And I'm going to say this because what got me thinking about it was I looked back at one of the first pictures my now husband and I had taken together, and we were both so little. We looked so young and we looked so little. And then I looked at our picture that we took at Valentine's Day, and I was like, we don't look like we had some kids. We don't look like we've been eating some lasagna with garlic bread. Um, Baby, we gotta get it together if we're gonna go on this vacation and be looking right. And so for the last like couple of months, I want to say my husband has been on this quest to like, get his dad bod back into shape. His legs are fine, his arms are fine, his back is fine. It's just his belly. It's just, the dad gut that he's got. And he knows why, because of what he eats and Wingstop and chips this and all of that, and then the beer and stuff like that. But now he like goes to the track and stuff, with the kids, and has his little exercise things. We got a treadmill at the house now, so there's no excuse for nobody getting their exercise on. But I was thinking about it, what do you do when you're in a situation, you're in a relationship, and you notice that your partner has gained weight, or your partner notices that you have gained weight? Like if your partner comes to you and is like, babe, you starting to get a little thick, and I don't mean in the good way. Are you offended? Like, do you take action about that? Like, what's
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna be
what's
like,
the
excuse me? No, I mean, like, seriously talking, like, how can you tell someone that you've been with for more than 10 years, hey,
Yep,
you're gaining weight? I don't think I would say that I'm sorry. It's just not me.
yep.
Um, you know, it's just like, it's a really touchy subject to me.
It is.
And it's like saying the wrong thing will get you canceled, baby.
Yes.
Um, so no, well, this is not for everybody too, because I feel like everybody have different values, and that may be
Right.
one of the values in their relationship,
Yeah.
which it has never been a value of such in my relationship.
Yes.
relationships. Like, I don't require you to be a certain size for me to,
Same.
fall in love with you or be with you.
Same. Mhm.
I don't think in my square, I mean, that even exists.
Right.
Um, I mean, and I would say just be careful on how you sound to the other person, because sometimes, like, people sound like a mom or a dad versus a partner.
Right.
So you do want to come, you don't want to come at people the wrong way. I don't, I mean, it's just like I said, the weight doesn't fit in my circle, but if if my weight was a problem to my partner, then I would expect him to be like, "Hey, babe, let's join the gym," but not for me, for
Right.
you. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And
Yep.
kind of, and I can make my decision whether I want to go or not.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
yeah, but that's the way I see it. I mean, I know everybody for each his own. I've heard some guys say, "Well, I'm fit. My girl got to be fit." By all means, kudos to you. For all of you who think like that.
Right.
But life is life, and life be lifing.
It
So,
does. It
okay,
does.
sometimes we're gonna gain a little bit of weight.
Right. I mean, listen, we're not 21 years old anymore, okay? The metabolism is not metabolizing the way that it used to when you could eat, at 5 o'clock in the morning after coming in from the club and, it not go anywhere. Now you try to do that and you wake up in the morning and you're 10 pounds heavier. So, things have changed, as our bodies change and we get older, but I think that, the getting older and the body's changing is all part of growing in your relationship. You guys are going to
Yes.
go through changes. And
eh,
so part of that is going to be the differences in the body. You have got to understand that I'm not the same woman that you met at 21 years old. And here we are 10 plus years later. I'm just
Right.
not after I've given you, not after I've given you children.
And right, I was just about to say that. Excuse me, if I have given you 5 children, you have to understand my body in 2025, okay? And
Yep,
I think I'm doing pretty damn good.
that's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. So, for me, I've always just been reassuring, to my husband that, he looks great to me. He still looks fine to me because he does. He looks
Right.
nice when he gets dressed up. Like he's noticing it. I'm not. I haven't noticed it until
So
he
would you
brought it to
leave
my
your
attention.
partner? Would you leave your partner if they gained 50 pounds, if they were 50 pounds heavier?
No, no.
Okay.
No, I definitely would not. I absolutely would not. I would I would be encouraging. I would make sure that he knew that I, loved him and cared about him. Our intimacy wouldn't change. I would do whatever I could on my part to make sure that I'm cooking healthy meals. I would say, let's go to the mountain together.
Exactly.
Let's go for a walk together. Let's take this dog out for a walk. I know she's ready to get out of the house again. Let's take her for a walk. Let's go out to the park. They're having a concert in the park. Let's go to the park and like walk around, get a seat, and just kind of see what the vibe is out here and just
Exactly.
get us into doing stuff, outside. Go down to the beach and walk the
And don't pressure
boardwalk.
nobody though. Don't pressure me. I'm
It,
sorry.
it yeah, don't
You
yeah.
can bring it up, but don't pressure me. Let
Listen,
me.
I'm gonna be real sensitive if you bring that up because there already is so much pressure on a woman as it is. And as our bodies change and as we get older, we start going through changes. Some of us have had conversations about these changes like, what does this mean? I don't know what's happening. I'm hot, and then I'm not hot, and then I'm cold, and then like I get real irritated. Like, what does this mean? And we are approaching the perimenopause state, and then some people are saying that you can start menopause as early as your 30s, your mid 30s, your late 30s, your early 40s. I mean, and these are significant changes, to a woman and her body. And when you start entering into that phase of perimenopause and menopause, it is scientifically stated by doctors and gynecologists that it just is difficult for you to lose weight around your stomach area when you start entering into that phase because
Yes,
of the
your
change
hormones
in
are
your
different.
hormones. Your
Yeah.
hormones are different. Yes. So you have to take that into consideration. And so I just think that the importance of being there for your significant other, especially if y'all are 10 plus years in the game, you're going to go through ups, you're going to go through downs, you're going to go through different sizes, you're going to have your skinny side of the closet, your midway size of the closet, and your other side of the closet, or your I'm refusing to buy any new clothes until I lose weight and take my ass to the gym part of the closet. Which is
Yeah,
my
for
thing.
those
Like,
people, the people that be like, I'm fit, I just want somebody fit. Or either people that are not fit and just be like, oh, I want somebody fit.
well,
I just,
how dare you? This
but
was-
my thing is, it's like, I think you're in your, I'm not trying to judge nobody or post any judgment on anyone who think that way, but I just feel like, I just want to say this. You're not in there for the right reasons.
yeah.
You know, your partner may be fit when you get with them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, you're going to age. You're going to get a little bit bigger. Feet going to get a little bit bigger.
Yep.
You know, your chin might start. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's going to go through a lot of changes. And if you're in it for the looks, when you first go into it, then you're probably going to be like, oh, I'm not attracted to this person anymore.
Yeah. And then what do
And
you do? Then what holds the relationship together when you're not attracted to them? Are there other things that can make up for that lack of attraction?
right, so you're not really in it for the right reasons. That's what I mean when I
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, treat people with love, not a puzzle, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not trying to put anyone together.
Yep.
So like I said before, I have dealt with a lot on a daily basis. Sometimes I didn't have time to go to the gym. I
Right.
didn't have time to go walking.
Right.
I mean, I could, trust me, I could have made a little bit of time, put 10 minutes here and there, but that's not going to be enough.
Right.
So I had a lot of stuff going on a daily basis. I still do.
Yeah.
But I am going to make this sacrifice as I have before,
Mm-hmm.
not to look prettier to myself because I am pretty. I
Of
consider
course.
myself pretty.
Yes,
Not for
ma'am.
that, but for my health,
Yeah.
because I've noticed a lot of things that I noticed when I first start losing weight. It was
Mm-hmm.
harder for me to go up the steps.
Yep.
I was breathing harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like my legs were getting tired more. It was like I was like, I didn't have no motivation or anything.
Right.
Like I was just stuck in my bed.
Yeah.
So no, like some of this stuff, of course, I do it mainly because I just want to make sure and take care of my health and be here to see my kids grow if God allows me to.
Of course.
So that is the main reason that I do it, and I did it before, so I can do it again. It is going to be a little tougher now because I
Yeah.
am older,
Yeah.
but I'm still up for the task.
Yeah. And I think you can do it. And I think with the mindset and the mind frame that you have and your commitment and your determination, which you've always been a committed and determined person ever since I met you. If you made the decision and said, hey, I'm going to do Ozempic for a little bit, but I'm also going to the gym, I'm going to drink my water, I'm going to, modify what I'm eating and how I'm eating and all of that, I think you'll be good and your weight will fall off in no time. You'll be satisfied with your results, and then you'll just work to maintain and incorporate, living a healthier lifestyle, making sure that you're up and moving and you're doing something physical,
Yep.
every day, even if it is just 10 minutes, that
Right.
makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? So
It
I don't
does.
I don't think that there's anything against people that are in it for the right reasons. If you're in it because you want to get healthy, and you know that you're getting older, so it's not as easy for your body to just take care of it the way that it used to. You have to put the effort in, you have to help your body along a bit. Then you have to be in that mindset and understand that. And then with your significant other, your partner, the person you've been with for a very long time, that's seen you at all kinds of sizes and shapes, from pre-baby to post-baby to here's my 4 month and here's my
Yeah.
seventh month. And when you're first pregnant and you tell them, oh, I'm 5 months, they're like, girl, you don't even look like you pregnant. It's like, okay. But then you have that third one, they're like, oh damn, how far along are you? I'm 3 months. Oh girl, you look like you about to drop.
And you know what? Like, take the time to ask people what's wrong with them.
Yes.
Like, what's going on in your life? Like, if
Yes.
somebody is talking to you about their weight and telling you how they, gained so many pounds, and the sneak in there, like, babe, what do you think may be going on? Are you depressed? Some people just eat all day because they may be depressed.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. I'm
um,
glad you said that.
and that may be their you know getaway. Like, okay, I'm eating, I'm depressed, I don't feel good, so let me eat and do something that make me feel good.
Right.
So that just may be how they cope with that. So that would be great. I would love for somebody to tell me what's going on in my ask me what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
I could tell you.
Right.
I look, listen, life is hard. So I say, you know, if I love you, I'm gonna love you 50 pounds more or less.
Yep.
Um, I mean, and if you want me to help you,
Yep.
I'll be your motivation.
That's right.
But I'm not gonna beat you up, and please do not beat me up.
Right.
Be patient.
Yep.
Um, and a lot of great things come with patience. And then
Yeah.
that person feel like you love them for the right reasons. They'll start
Hmm.
seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So next time you want to ask somebody, you want to tell somebody they gained too many pounds, and you need, like, something need to happen. I'm gonna ask you, how have you tried to help?
Right. Right. Something need to happen. Like what need to happen?
How
That
have
sounds like
you tried to help?
an ultimatum to me. Something need to happen. Like, well, what are you saying? What do you
Right?
what are
Should
you
you
s-
to
what are
Yeah,
you
should you
saying
tell
here?
someone, "Hey, let's get a workout plan together"?
Yeah.
Um, no, like, don't no, don't do that. I mean, like I say, your partner, so if
Yeah.
you have an open communication with your partner and they don't get offended about certain things, then okay. I still think, like that conversation should not just be like straight and direct, just
Hmm.
because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings,
Yes.
especially the person that you love. And people be like, well, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Just go ahead and tell me. No, trust me, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
it make us feel some type of way.
Yeah, it,
Um,
it it would make me feel some type of way for sure. And I would appreciate a conversation of like, hey, I just wanted to, talk to you for a bit and just ask you, is everything okay? Do you have
Right.
anything going on? Is like anything on your mind? And how are you feeling? And then, let me get my stuff out. And then
Because
if you
mhm,
and then if you want to bring it up in a way of like, hey, I thought it would be good for us. I saw this thing and like we could join the gym together and it's like they got a promo going on. I know the weather's getting nice. We can take a ride out and, get us a smoothie and like go walk the mountain together. Let's spend some more time with the dog or like go out with the kids and like shoot hoops. If you make, suggestions like that, that's like you're really trying to be with your person and spend more time with them and all of that. Not that
right.
you're directing them to an ultimatum of losing weight or that you've noticed that they've gained weight. If you're telling them that you've noticed that they've gained weight, don't you think when they get in the shower every morning and they look at their naked ass, they don't notice that they've gained weight too?
Be nice to me.
You know,
Look,
you don't
listen,
think I see it too?
listen. You know, and some people, your partner might say, "Well, I don't think my partner see me as beautiful anymore," or vice versa. Men
Right.
can say, "I don't think my wife sees me as handsome anymore,"
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see you as handsome either way. Just
Yes.
me,
Yep.
my opinion, my life.
Mm-hmm.
Some men, some, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna push some buttons out there. Some men, I didn't say all men, y'all. Listen, some men are jealous of their friends' fit wives.
Yes.
And so they try to take that home and portray that energy onto their own wives.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not cool.
Nope.
That's how
That's
you
not
lose
cool.
somebody in a heartbeat.
Right.
And this could be the person for you. That I press this so much because you just don't understand. I've heard stories where people were overweight and their partner fought was there with them through everything and got them fitted to where they needed to be. Baby, this couple it has been together for like 20 years now.
Yeah.
And he's not like he didn't pressure his wife or anything, but he was there.
He was there. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yep.
like now, like she's hot. Okay?
Yes, yes. And
She is
they've built
hot.
something. They've built something. They've built a strength. They've like strengthened a bond in their relationship because of the way that he was there for her and the way that he's
Absolutely.
been cheering her on the entire time and letting her know every time he sees her, hot damn, my wife is fine as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Like that's the route to go.
Her personality to him was already like beautiful. She
Right.
was she was already beautiful to him with pounds. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? But
Yep.
like he would tell her, and I'll witness this, like, babe, like at nighttime when you go to sleep, like you want me to bring you the pullover, sweat it
Hmm.
out, stuff like that, or
Yeah.
he like she wanted the gym downstairs in her house, so he got that done for her.
Nice.
Girl, like she looks really good.
That's awesome. That is amazing. I
Yeah.
think it's wonderful that people can come together. And, we're talking about weight here, but honestly, this could apply to any particular issue that you're dealing with because, like you said, you go through things on a daily basis. I go through things on a daily basis. We all get stressed out at
Everybody,
some
we
point.
all do.
At all points in our
Hmm.
lives, and we got to figure out the factors to help offset that stuff. And I think if we do things that make us feel better and we do things for the good of our health, And like you said, if God allows us being here long enough to see our children, have children, then that's a wonderful thing. But if I can have any say so in my health and make sure that I'm doing my part to contribute to longevity in life, then I know that I'm doing the right thing. My grandmother
Exactly.
made it until she was in her 90s. She was 94 years old when she left this earth. That's a long time for someone to have been born many, 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 many years ago, not within this time frame in this generation where things are the way that they are right now. So, if I'm blessed to get that kind of time, I'm gonna be a happy woman. So, of course,
Okay.
I'm gonna do whatever I can do in my part to be happy. But yeah, that's what I wanted to chat about today. So if y'all wanna go the route however you want to about losing whatever pounds you want to lose them for, just make sure you're losing them for the right reasons. And number one, that's just to be healthy. Don't do it just because you feel like you have to have a certain look, or you think your significant other wants you to look a certain way, or they're providing, putting pressure on you to look a certain way. Don't do it because of that. Number one, just do it for you. Do it for you and your
That's
health.
what I say too, because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect, of course. Like, you might see the most perfect body, but it's not perfect, okay?
Right.
Um, so it's just like I said, just be with somebody for the right reasons and everything is going to fall into place. I don't put too much emphasis on that. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
that's it.
That was a good one. That's it and that's all. We know what we talking about next week.
Not yet.
All right. Well, we'll get to it, I'm sure. Y'all
We will.
enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see y'all next week, and keep popping in on the Facebook page, checking in on the chat and see what's going on in there. And I'll drop the link to this video there in just a few minutes.
All right, y'all. Have a good Sunday.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye bye.